So on this channel, I have done so many deliveries that have been documented and vlogged along the way. Regardless if it's DoorDash, Uber Eats, I have shared the experience with you guys, but as well, there's been so many deliveries that I've done that have been undocumented to gain me more experience. Now, even though I'm a newbie into the mix, I've only been doing DoorDash and Uber Eats just for a couple months now, I strongly believe that a lot of us newbies have so much to offer because we're fresh on the market, just getting these orders done and finding out things the hard way versus down the road trying to backtrack and reflect on the mistakes that we've made, and then documenting them now. So I got some tips for you when you're going to be a DoorDash driver in 2022 or an Uber Eats driver in 2022 so you can avoid some mistakes and get the best bang for your buck when it comes to your deliveries. The first one we're going to be starting off with is even though these suburban locations are beautiful, they're available for side road parking, makes it so much accessible for us drivers, they're not the best bang for your buck. Why? Because they are oversaturated. In these suburban locations, there are so many drivers because it's an easy target for us to go to. But if we look onto the maps and DoorDash and Uber Eats, the payouts are a lot less beneficial. They're clearly telling us that we need to be going to the city. Although the city of Montreal is extremely hectic, I know it's the best bang for my buck. I get the multiple payouts for the multipliers, I get surge pay, and in the end, I get the best bang for my buck. Now, I'll admit, have I gone to the city of Montreal to do deliveries? No. Why? Because it's hectic, I have a huge car, and I don't want to park it there. But again, this is from my mistakes to you guys, because if I would have went to the city of Montreal, I probably would have made a lot more beneficial payout. Delivering to the city is where it's at, the apps are telling us that, so if we want to get the best bang for our buck, we probably should be delivering to the city. Now, as a driver, it's our gas that gets used the most. So make sure you are being choosy and you're choosing your dollars over your kilometers. Don't be accepting offers that is for, let's say, for example, 11 kilometers for $7. It's more kilometers than it is pay-wise. Same thing in conversion to miles. You don't want to be accepting an offer that's 8 miles for $6. You want to make sure you're getting the best bang for your buck. If not, you're taking that money and you're putting it back into your gas tank, and Uber Eats and DoorDash are not paying for your gas tank. It is all you. So if you want to get the best bang for your buck, make sure you're choosing your dollars over your kilometers. Now, multi-apping is definitely where it's at. I have done DoorDash and Uber Eats multi-apping at the same time before. Declined a McDonald's order for like $3. I accepted the same McDonald's order for $11 with DoorDash, and you're looking very similar in kilometers. So multi-apping allows us drivers to get the most bang for our buck, choosing which one's going to be the better payout. But I do say one thing. If you're gonna multi-app, make sure your car is in park, because otherwise you're gonna make the same mistake that I have, which is when these orders come in, sometimes you are accidentally clicking accept. And then you gotta proceed and do that order. And I have done like 41 minutes before for like $14 by an accidental accept through multi-apping. And if I wanted to unassign the order, I'm gonna be the one taking the hit, the same thing as you guys. So if your car's in park, you have better functionality of managing the application without being extremely reckless and clicking on things that you don't want. So I highly recommend multi-apping, but when you do so, make sure you're stationed in place so you're not accidentally clicking on a multi-app and accepting an offer that you don't want. Delivering food has to be done with care, and that means even in bad temperatures. Make sure that when it's very cold outside and you're dropping off the food, you are taking the picture of that food dropped off inside a thermal bag. This way, when the customer gets the picture, they know that it's handled with care and you've taken consideration about the fact that you're keeping the food warm. I can't tell you how many times I've received my own DoorDash order and I get the picture and the food is outside and you see it in the snow rather than knowing that my driver handled it with care. That can affect surveys, that can affect potential tip, and if you're looking to get the best bang for your buck, that is definitely not something you want to be doing. Being transparent is the one way how we can communicate with our customers, and what I mean by that is the texting feature. If your delivery is going to be taking longer, if the restaurant gave the order away, anything of those means, make sure you're sending that text message to your client, because your client does not know exactly what's happening in the moment, and if they're sitting there for 15-20 minutes and they see that you're still at the restaurant or the store, they need to know exactly what's going on. Regardless if it's been French or English, I've been super happy to send those text messages to my clients. And then that way, when they get the feedback survey about you, they can put down that you had great communication, regardless if it's on DoorDash or on Uber Eats. I think this one is self-explanatory, but I know many of us don't want to get up in the mornings to do that morning breakfast rush hour. We don't want to do the lunchtime hours because it's in between our lunch. And for supper time, do we want to really take that hit and go out for dinner? Well, the answer is yes. Because if you're going in the in-between hours, you're losing out on surge pay and peak pay or promotional pay, whatever version of additional pay you want to call it. So make sure that you're going out during those rush hours, because those in-between hours, you can't be picky and you can't be choosy. If you're going out during the in-between hours, you're not going to get a whole lot of orders. You're probably going to go more kilometers than you are dollar price tag, and because of that, you're going to be losing out on money. Now, this last one is one that I see you lovelies doing very often because I'm watching your videos, and beyond doing a YouTube video, I don't think it's the best strategy. Do not accept every offer. If you're doing a content creation and you're making a video about accepting every offer with DoorDash or accepting every offer with Uber Eats, that I can completely understand. But on a regular basis, it is not the best bang for your buck. If you're accepting every offer and you get an offer for 12 kilometers and it's for $8, well, not only are you losing out with money to kilometers, but additionally, you gotta drive those 12 kilometers back just to get back into your hot zone. Now, if you found a new hot zone in the location you're at and you keep going with accepting offers, that's one thing. But on a regular basis, when I've tried to do accepting all offers, I've made an average of about $17 per hour because it's normally not during the peak hours. It might be different if you're doing that during peak hours, but overall, try to be picky and choosy. These applications are out to make themselves some money, and you're out there to make yourself your money. So I hope these tips and tricks help you when it comes to doing your DoorDash deliveries, your Uber Eats deliveries when it comes to this year of 2022, and I will catch you guys in the next video.